everybody! One of my favorite flowers to plant in the garden is a sunflower. I love how they follow the sun every day and they turn their petals and their flower to face the sun. I love how tall they are and I love that you can kind of hide in them. I've been inspired by this book called Sunflower House, in which a family makes a sunflower house by planting sunflowers in a circle, and I would love to do that in my garden this year. It's not quite warm enough to plant sunflowers outside yet, and when we transplant sunflowers, we have to be really gentle with the roots. So today I want to show you a way to make sunflowers or any sort of transplants that you can use using things you find around your house. I'm going to be using egg cartons, and I've collected eggshells. You'll need some sort of seed. Maybe you've got sunflowers, maybe you don't. You can really plant anything in these eggshell transplant containers. You'll need a pin of some sort to poke holes in the eggs, and you'll need scissors and potting soil. So we're gonna make two different types of containers here. You can either choose to plant directly in the eggshell. Eggshells have lots of calcium, which is really great for our plants, and these won't break down too quickly until we put them directly in the ground. But we will need to poke a hole in the bottom to make sure we get some drainage. You can also plant directly in the egg carton. These are also biodegradable. They'll break down once we plant them in the soil. Both are really good options for plants where we don't want to disturb the roots when we transplant them. That's really important for things like sunflowers or cucumbers or squash. So the first one I want to show you is putting your seed directly into the eggshell. So this is probably a task for your adult to help you with, but I take my egg and I like to poke a hole in the bottom to let the water drain out. Because if seeds are too wet, they won't do too well while they're growing. So I take my pin and I just rested my egg on a piece of my egg carton here. That's just for stability. If you're feeling confident, you could try it without. And then I'm just poking one hole gently. I use a little bit of a twisting motion to poke this hole. Just poking it down. And now I've got a hole in my eggshell. And then all I have to do is put a little bit of potting soil inside my eggshell. And then I can rest it back in my egg carton or any other container that I want to. And then I can put my sunflower seed in. They like to be planted about 1 inch deep. So I'm poking it pretty far down into my soil and covering it back up, putting any extra seeds away. Now, if I wanted to plant in my egg carton, what I would need to do is first cut my egg carton apart, being gentle and careful not to rip each of the little cups apart. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to do the same planting method. I fill it up with soil. Putting it down. I don't need to poke a hole in these ones because they'll let the water soak through because they're paper. And then I poke my seed 1 inch down, cover it back up, and then I'll make sure to give these water later. Now, if you want your sunflower seeds to sprout really quickly, I've got another trick for you. So I had a spinach container that looked like a mini greenhouse to me. So what I've done is I've put my eggshells and my egg cartons right inside. And if I cover the lid and close it up and put it in a sunny window, my seeds will sprout faster because they're in a nice warm spot. And soon your sunflowers will look a little bit like this. These ones have been growing for a couple weeks. I wanted to see what would happen if I grew them inside for the whole summer. So I've got these ones started here. Thanks for planting with me again today. I hope to see some pictures of your sunflowers, either in the shape of a sunflower house or planted somewhere else in your garden. Have a good day.